Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am going to do a video on how I clean my brushes for you guys. Realistic makeup reality 101. That's just what we're gonna call this. There's no point in I'm so winded. Investing in makeup brushes, whether they're $1 or $105, and investing in makeup, putting on makeup, if you are not going to keep up with your brushes and keep them clean, because if not, your face will eventually let you know how dirty your brushes actually are. So let's just get into a quick tutorial. This is a face scrubber and a face exfoliant, but it's a rubber pad with beads and stuff like that. They came 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. The green one I actually use for my face exfoliant when I wash my face. This one I use for brushes that I have to like get deep down in. This is also just a oven mitt, a rubber oven mitt. It's rubber, all rubber, and it's got these little beehive like grooves in it. Perfect for what I'm doing. $1 at the Dollar Tree. I just sit it in the sink. I have to have my handy dandy Dawn. This is just what I keep the Dawn dish soap in. This is olive oil. I place it on the lids of these containers. Wet the brush. Do not get the water over the barrel, because if it gets in the barrel or back of the barrel, inside the barrel, where the adhesive that holds your, I'm sorry, I hope y'all can see this, where the adhesive that holds the brushes, it will come apart. It will come out and come apart. So I just wet the bottom of the brush. If your hands are wet and you're touching this part, just make sure you have a towel. Can you see my towel? Yes. Make sure you have a towel where you're kind of drying. I just simply wet the brush. Make sure the water gets to the bristles. Dab it in the Dawn, then dab it in the olive oil, and simply just work it. Just work it on the mat. And as you can see, the color's coming out. It's nice and soapy. I work it in circular motions. I'm not pushing down too hard, because when you work it in circular motions down the side of the brush and everything, it naturally pulls the dirt out this way. When you work it like this, for some reason it just naturally works the dirt out that way. See? And the water is cool warm, if that makes sense. I try to make sure the water is cool warm. Like right now it's really, really cool, but I think it'll be okay. And as you guys can see, I'm just gently going through the bristles of the brush to make sure, you know, the soap and oil and everything is actually removing the makeup, but then also is being removed from the brush itself. And if you don't know how clean the brush is actually getting, just have some of the water run over the mat and, you know, repeat the process. With some of the leftover soap. And then into the water. My brushes are fairly dirty. I only do a deep clean like this once a month, guys. Most of the time it's a quick clean with 90 proof alcohol, which I purchased from Family Dollar for like $2 a bottle. Unbelievable. Walmart doesn't even sell 90 proof rubbing alcohol. Bless you, Family Dollar. And as you guys can see now, I have a little helper as well. Okay, so once I've gotten this clean as I think I can get it, I just simply squeeze in a downward motion and then lay on the side to dry. After cleaning some brushes, I'll show you guys how I lay my brushes to the side to dry. When it comes to the smaller brushes, I'm not even gonna lie, just for the sake of time, seeing that time is one of my biggest enemies. No, sir. No, sir. No, that's not for you. I do more than one brush at a time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on how much time I have, and it depends on how dirty I think my brushes actually are. But I have not been. I also do this more than one brush method with the medium-sized brushes, which are something like this that I use like only for highlighter, and it can only get so dirty anyway. This is considered a medium-sized brush as well. But yeah, normally with brushes about this size, if they get any bigger than this, most of the time they need to be cleaned individually. Smaller brushes, medium-sized, I can do together. Larger brushes, I do individually. Alright guys, now for intense deep foundation brushes. This is technically a medium-sized brush, but because it's for foundation, I tend to, get a little bit happier on the soap and the olive oil with these, and have to go a couple rounds with them because, as you can see, like, it's barely even sudsing up because there's just so much product in these type of brushes. I normally also have to do a couple rounds with these brushes because, as you can see, when you squeeze it, look how much product is still actually in the brush after one round and squeezing. So when you squeeze it, semi-dry that way, and there's still quite a bit of product left in it, because the water will, of course, show you how much product is left in the actual brush, and it will let you know, if you need to do another round or two, and if there's still makeup in the brush. I love the way the Real Technique brushes are made. This is a Real Technique brush. I think a Real Technique foundation brush, now that I think about it. Buffing brush, that's what this is, but I use it for my foundation. Oh, I love the way it's made because, as you can see, there's not a bit of ferrule, then a bit of brush. It's like a whole bunch of ferrule and then a beautifully crafted rubber tip end and whatnot. And then the colors that they chose were really good. And this is their not, inexpensive line compared to another line of brushes that they have. Here's another foundation brush, but it's also another Real Technique brush. Full of product. Because I use, majority of the time, that's the most makeup you're going to use is your foundation. finished project. Is it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? You better believe it. No, but it is the most realistic thing you've ever seen, right? Yes. You guys know me. Save a buck or two. Why not? It's always best if we save money. I will let them stay like this overnight, and they will be dry in the morning. The smaller brushes I stick up here when I don't have much room, but they are at an angle. If you can see, this part of the towel is folded, this part of the towel is flat, so they are at a slight angle. Nothing dramatic, nothing too much. Like I said, I'll let them sit overnight, and by the morning, they are dry. I just try to keep it, as realistic as possible for you all.